Have you ever seriously asked yourself what the difference is between someone who just spins their wheels in the world of talk and someone who rewrites history with empty hands? Many people think those who reach great places have a divine gift, supernatural intelligence, or inherited wealth smoothing their path. They think success in life is like winning a massive lottery where luck randomly points a finger at someone's name. But what is the bitter yet beautiful truth of the matter? Let's step beyond today and take you into the heart of one of the most astonishing and inspiring stories in modern human history. The story of a boy who showed the entire world, through the magic of his feet, not just a sport, but a brand new definition of never giving up. The story of Lionel Messi. Many think Lionel Messi is someone born from day one with a silver spoon and ideal conditions where every door was wide open, but that is the biggest lie ever fed to our minds about success. Stay shoulder to shoulder with me until the end of this video, because we are going to dissect the hidden layers, behavioral psychology, and ironclad mindset of Lionel Messi, seeing how you can use these exact behavioral patterns to surgically cleanse and transform your own personal life. This video is not a dry, empty biography of football history. It is a practical, actionable roadmap for crossing through the dark dead ends of your own life. It is no coincidence that all the roots of this incredible story begin in the dusty, impoverished, and harsh alleys of Rosario. This is where a young boy named Lionel Messi, with a very frail physique, fragile bone structure, and a height severely shorter than his peers, played football with a tattered, patched-up plastic ball that lacked proper stitching and could burst at any second. In a world where everything was tied to physical strength, bulky builds, and tall stature, doctors firmly told Messi's family, "This boy lacks growth hormone. He will never grow taller. His bones cannot handle the pressure of professional sports, and you'd better stop daydreaming and send him off to study or regular work." If you had been in Lionel Messi's shoes as a child facing this definitive medical verdict, what would you have done? Be honest with yourself. Many at that exact point fold their arms in grief, blame the world for its injustices, curse the system, pack their dreams into an old suitcase, and shove them into a dark corner of the room to gather dust. But Lionel Messi did not do that. He understood a massive psychological lesson behind this ordeal. Pain is merely an excuse and a cover for weak people to escape responsibility, but for a determined and winning human being, it is precisely the launchpad itself. Every night, Lionel Messi used his own trembling hands to inject the growth hormone syringe into the muscles of his legs. He suffered, his bones ached, he twisted and cried in agony at night from the intensity of the pain, but he never surrendered. This is Lionel Messi's first and most crucial lesson to you. Whenever you see life pressing down on you, doors closing, and circumstances entirely against you, know that you are precisely being forged. Pain is the price you must pay to transform into a powerful version of yourself. Now, how quickly do you surrender over a minor obstacle, a simple work failure, or a ridiculous rejection? Learn from Lionel Messi how he forged a historical legend out of painful needles. Lionel Messi's story takes on even deeper, more educational dimensions when we reach the painful years of his migration to Spain, his entry into Barcelona, and the grueling challenges of the La Masia Academy. Imagine an introverted, shy young boy far away from family and friends in a strange country with a completely different culture, without even a proper grasp of the language to communicate, placed under the crushing psychological and financial pressure of the club. Many cracked within the very first months, packed their bags, and tearfully returned to their families to stay safely inside their comfort zones. But what did Lionel Messi do? He possessed a vital and powerful habit that I call silent persistence. When the team's official training session ended, other players quickly rushed off to leisure, parties, video games, and rest, but Lionel Messi stayed on the pitch. He placed the ball at the edge of the field and shot from impossible angles, thousands of times, tens of thousands of times, day after day, month after month, until his muscles, eyes, and mind completely fused with the magic of the ball. Here, Lionel Messi gives us a golden, vital lesson about the principle of consistency in success psychology. Talent that is not polished by ruthless practice and repetition is exactly like a raw diamond trapped inside mountain rock, completely worthless, with no one lining up to buy it. In your own personal and professional life, how willing are you to spend your time building your future, learning a new skill, or pursuing personal development after exhausting work hours? Many think Lionel Messi's success happened overnight and that he suddenly became a star, but the truth is that behind every magical goal scored by Lionel Messi lie thousands of hours of dark, grinding, silent practice that no one witnessed except the darkness of the grass pitch. If you want to be the best in your field, you must learn that the rest time of others is your time for deep effort. Now let's turn to one of the darkest, most significant, and least discussed parts of Lionel Messi's life, which serves as a full-length mirror reflecting the psychology of failure and psychological pressure, national crises, devastating criticism, and public pressure. Did you think Lionel Messi was never crushed under the heavy burden of millions of critics? On the contrary, for years, people in his own country of Argentina hurled insults at Lionel Messi, mocked him, and angrily claimed he only played well in Barcelona because great midfielders surrounded him, but for his national team, he was a lazy, worthless player. Major national finals were lost one after another, World Cups slipped away, media vultures descended upon him, humiliating cartoons were published, and matters reached a point where Lionel Messi officially announced his retirement from the national team, breaking under the psychological weight of millions. What would you have done faced with this mountain of public hatred? You likely would have given long interviews, cried, made excuses, or hidden permanently from the public eye. Yet, how did Lionel Messi deal with this spiritual catastrophe? He shut his mouth, ignored the media noise, and spoke exclusively with his feet on the football pitch. Lionel Messi taught us that to prove yourself to people who want to destroy you with all their might, you need zero shouting, lengthy explanations, or self-justification. The mouths of critics cannot be closed with verbal explanations, sealing their mouths shut is achieved exclusively through brilliant results, jaw-dropping performance, and your continuous success. When society or those around you talk behind your back and try to break your hope, do not waste your energy fighting back with words, fight inside your own arena, build results, and let your performance scream. Now let's bring all these profound principles directly into the fabric of your daily life. Suppose you are fighting for major goals in life. You want to launch your personal business, learn a new language, reshape your physical health, or turn your financial situation completely upside down. What is the first problem you encounter at the start of the journey? You see a massive barrier, lose hope, start making excuses, and tell yourself that economic conditions are ruined, you lack connections, you don't have natural talent, you're growing older, and luck has never knocked on your door. If Lionel Messi had listened to these hollow excuses, he would right now be doing manual labor with empty hands in a dusty Rosario alley, and no one would even know his name. The secret to Lionel Messi's sustainable success was that he never allowed external, uncontrollable circumstances to take over the steering wheel of his life and inner mind. You must do the exact same thing. Erase the phrase, "I'll start on Saturday," from your mental vocabulary forever. The imaginary, promised Saturday has never existed and never will. From the exact moment of despair, from the very second every door slammed shut in his face, Lionel Messi opened a small window of hope. You too must stand up right from today, right from the middle of your exhaustion, clutter, and daily routine, and take just one small yet real step forward. Great success is nothing more than a collection of these tiny, continuous, orderly steps that carried Lionel Messi to the peak and can carry you to your own supreme, ideal self. Let me share a much deeper, more psychological secret about Lionel Messi's mindset that will completely revolutionize your entire mental framework. Lionel Messi has missed more than his fair share of crucial penalties. He has also lost vital matches in national finals, dropped trophies, and experienced pitch-black days. At various points in football history, many explicitly declared that Lionel Messi's era was over, that he was old, lacked motivation, and was completely finished. How did Lionel Messi react? He never fell into the trap of self-pity, whining about fate, or prolonged depression. To Lionel Messi, failure was never a death sentence or the end of the world. To him, failure was simply a software update. When he fell, he analytically dissected the match, located his flaws, rebuilt himself from scratch, and returned the following season with such force that every single mouth was locked shut. As ordinary people, the moment we experience the smallest failure, we think the world has ended, our reputation is ruined, others are laughing at us, and we can never stand back up. Hence, we spend months crying and spinning our wheels. But Lionel Messi teaches us a massive lesson. Failure is not the end of the path. Failure is merely a semicolon. Every failure loudly tells you that your method and strategy were wrong. not that your dreams and goals were wrong. This fundamental shift in perspective is the magic key that lifts a person from the dust to the stars. Now, for this teaching to sink deep into your brain and soul and leave a lasting impact, close your eyes right now for a few seconds and shut out the outside world. Think about the biggest excuse you hold onto for your laziness and procrastination, that exact excuse behind which you've hidden for months so you can comfortably sit on your hands and do nothing. Now, in your imagination, pretend Lionel Messi is standing right in front of you, looking you straight in the eyes with his calm, humble, yet profoundly determined tone, saying, "My friend, I didn't give up despite weak legs, short height, mountains of psychological pressure, humiliation, pain, and crises. Now, what small excuse are you hiding behind with all your facilities, health, tools, and life opportunities?" You must give the answer to that question to the deepest layers of your being. Starting today, just like Lionel Messi, make an unconditional vow and commitment to yourself. You aren't going to transform into a flawless, error-free robot by tomorrow, but you are going to take one positive, forward step every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when you are exhausted, even when everything runs counter to your desires, to build your future. Your surrounding world is the precise, flawless reflection of your daily habits. If you practice Lionel Messi's habits, ruthless consistency, profound humility, work in absolute silence, and stubborn resilience against pain, you too will stand as the undisputed star and hero of your own life's story. The time for action has arrived. Time flies like the wind, and you owe yourself, your capabilities, and your dreams a magnificent life. Stand up and take that first step right now.